Hey everyone! Yesterday I got back from youth camp and I thought it would be cool to share what I learned there. So I'm going to start off by sharing some stuff that I wrote down throughout the week. Monday morning at 10:15 I wrote, "So I'm sitting on the bus next to Olivia and I already want to jump out of a window. No music for 5 days? I'm going to die." Night Rights are releasing a video for Oh My Heart tomorrow. Super excited for that. It's sad I won't see it once it first comes out. The amount of loud people right now is over 9,000%, and I wish to have music to drown out the noise. I even forgot to bring a book to read. Very bummed about that. The trip can only get better, right? I can only hope. It's really funny just reading about stuff that I wrote down like almost a week ago and comparing myself to it now. Like, camp changes you, and my perspective on things are very different. Like, I got home yesterday night and it was really hard for me to listen to non-Jesus music. Like, the first song that I listened that could be considered secular was Oh My Heart by Night Rights, because I really wanted to watch the video, and it felt weird just to listen to it and be like, this is not Jesus music. I don't know, I just thought it was weird. So Monday afternoon at 6:45 I wrote, "Day has been fun, pretty good." I can't tell you what I meant by that, but okay. Worship starts in 15 minutes, but before I leave, thought I'd write. The girls are talking about boys, but I'm just sitting here with my Castiel figurine and having Break by Night Rights in my head. Everyone has been pretty nice so far. This week is off to a good start. Okay, so I did the mistake by not listening. Well, I guess it's not a mistake. I don't know. But I didn't listen to any music before I left Monday, and so that caused me to have a lot of songs stuck in my head, and not being able to listen to it was really annoying, because whenever you have a song in your head and you can't get it out, it really bothers me. So yeah, it was fun for the first 2.5 days, because that's all that happened. 10:52 Monday night, just took my shower and I had to ask another girl to turn the shower off. True story. Because I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Turns out that you just turn the nozzles to the right. Go figure. I had the hardest time figuring out how to turn the shower off. It was really bad. But now I'm sitting eating Nutter Butters because I can eat my weight in these things. It's only the first night and it's getting real, like stuff with church, confessions, all that fun stuff. I think I'm just gonna go get ready for bed, though everyone is still scurrying around. I'm tired. Oh, I learned how to swing. Interrupting, I now know how to, but I never knew how to swing, like on a swing set. You know how people go really high? I could never do that. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out why. But I learned how to Monday night, and it was the best thing ever. Like, I really wish somebody was there to film my reaction, because I was so happy. It was sad, because I was so happy, and I just learned how to swing at 16 years old, but it was pretty fun. So I know it sounds dumb, but I could never swing by myself, but I did it for the first time tonight, and I haven't smiled that big since I met Night Rights. Ooh, I was so excited. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go get ready for bed, ... hoping for a good day tomorrow. Woo! So Tuesday evening, 6:35. Man, I bet the music video for Oh My Heart is out right now, and I really can't wait to watch it. Being at camp is super fun. Today during rec time, the girls and I were playing catch in the pool, and people kept joining us. We left thinking the boys were cute, but that isn't what we came here for. You don't go to church camp to meet a senpai, because that's not what we're here for. We came for Jesus, and what I've learned so far is that despite our sins, Jesus saves. Jesus saves people, even like Paul. I like to think that no one else will ever be bad as Paul, but there's ISIS, but Jesus is handling that. Worship is soon, so I'm about to fix my hair because Lord, what's going on? True story. I've been asked many times about the hair dye on my scalp / roots, and it's kind of funny. Okay, so if you don't notice, like, I have pink in my hair, and it's funny because people thought my head was bleeding, and I'm just like, no, it's hair dye, thanks. I got asked so many questions about it the first day and a half there. It was funny. So Tuesday night at 11:39, I told myself that I wouldn't cry this week, but no, I lied. But it was rad because this guy came, and he was real nice, and like, people take note. I've yet to meet a guy that's sweet this year. I cannot read. As of January 2015, except night riots because they were chill, but that's another story. But legit, it was sweet and made me feel better. Just waiting for my shower now. I'll write more tomorrow. And like, okay, so we were writing down stuff, and like, I began crying because it really like made me sad, obviously. And this random guy, like, he didn't even know me, I didn't know him, he just totally came up to me and just prayed with me, and I was like, bro, what? Like, not like a what, like, why are you doing this, please go away. It was just so surprising, because like, nobody has really ever done that with me, and so it just kind of shocked me, but it was so sweet, and I was like, aw, if I had cookies, I'd give you some, like, if I had food, I'd probably give you some. It was sweet. Wednesday afternoon at 12:01. This is my favorite entry. You're about to see in a minute. This is my favorite entry. Okay. I'm in a very good mood. P.S. My butt hurts really bad. Yeah. Okay, Thursday morning at 7:41, I wrote, last night got deep. Oops. I don't think this will ever be stressed enough, but if you need to talk to someone, find someone to talk to, because if you don't, you'll end up like me and be a woman child who's happy/sad, but that's okay. That's me. Waiting in line for breakfast, and my shins haven't hurt this much since Warped Tour. RIP. I don't know what's going on, but like, ever since Warped Tour, my shins, like, if I'm standing or walking for a long period of time, my shins start hurting really bad, and I'm praying because marching band's about to come up, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So Thursday mid-morning at 10:48, I wrote, so I'm sitting by the pool, just got done with my encouragement cards. I hope everyone enjoys theirs. It's hot, so I think I'm about to go do something else, haha. It's been super fun so far. Okay, and so, I don't know if this is just a thing that Creek's End did, the church that we went with, but we did this thing called encouragement cards, and we had to write to people just something encouraging. And so I did that, and I thought it was really cool because I got so many sweet things, and it was just really cool. So I like that aspect into my church experience this year. So Thursday night at 11:33, I wrote, worship was deep, surprisingly not as deep as last night. Ed wants my full testimony, and it's scary because only Olivia fully knows now, and it's still some stuff I'm working on being comfortable with. But being Christian, it's not supposed to be comfy, so let's get it on. Going home tomorrow and stuff needs to be changed for the good. Anyways, I need to go to bed now because I'm tired. Bye for now. I'm always tired! Yay! I really liked how I added, like, being Christian, like, you're not supposed to be comfortable, like, you're gonna have to step out of your shell. You're just gonna have to step out and do some things that the Lord calls you to do, and sometimes that's not a part of what we want to do, but of course, if Jesus says that you have to go do it, you're gonna have to go do it. And so, during worship sermon time, I took notes, and so I just wanted to share a few things with y'all because there's some things that just really stood out to me, and so I thought it'd be cool to share it with y'all. So, this isn't our main verse for the week, but it's one that kept coming up repeatedly and repeatedly, and so that is Romans 1:16, which is, for I am not ashamed of this good news about Christ. It is the power of God at work, saving everyone who believes, Jews first and also the Gentiles. Now, whenever the verses would pop on the screen, we were using ESV version, and I don't know what it stands for because I obviously don't use it, and I really don't like the way it was worded, because I generally use NIV, but my Bible is says New Living Translation, but I'm gonna say it's New Living Version, which can also be considered that. So I'm basically between those two because I just think it's the most easiest to comprehend. I just really like that verse because it's just, hey, Jesus is my home, bro. Like, I'm not afraid to say that I am a believer in him. And then basically we just talked about how to be saved, like being believers of Christ, how to tell people about Jesus. It was really fun. There's something that I wrote down and I just really liked it, and I think it was just about how reading the Bible and being a follower, like there's some people who like to add things onto the Bible, and of course you can't do that because if you do, like, you're not actually being a believer of God. Like, if you study anything else besides the Bible, because the Bible is his word, it is the gospel, and if you're reading other stuff that isn't the Bible, like, you're not following, because that's just added information towards the Bible, which is bad because Paul basically said, let me find it, Paul said, in my words, if someone adds something to the Bible, let them be damned. So that's basically what Paul said once. Like, if you're taking stuff out of context, or if you're adding stuff onto it, or if you're taking stuff away from it, like, that's super bad, like, you're not supposed to do that. And then toward, like, it was like Friday morning before you left, we were just giving sermon on, like, how to go back to our regular lives. Like, it really scared some of us on going back to reality and facing everyday life. Like, it's scary. And so we were given some verses, which were, for example, like John 16:33, in the world you will have tribulation, can't read, that's not a T, it's an L. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And so basically, like, not to be afraid, like, God is with us. And other verses are like 1 Peter 3:8-17, Matthew 5:11-12, and then Romans 1:16, of course, which I didn't write those down because it was a lot of writing, so I didn't write those 3 down. It's just awesome. I have so many verses written down, I have so many notes, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope that it's something that I start doing because I like this. I like taking notes. It's super fun. And then we were just talking about how to be saved and all that, and justification and delivering and all that fun stuff. So if you're ever wondering about something specific that I talked about and I didn't address it in the video, you can always ask me because I'd love to share all my notes with y'all, but I just feel like it's so much that I would sit here for 30 years talking about it. That was just basically it. And okay, one funny thing that I really want to share is there is this big rock wall climbing thing you could do, and I did it, and guess how high I got up? I got up 5 feet. Okay, so I'm really scared of heights, and so once I got up to a certain point, I was like, holy crap, I'm gonna fall to my death. Not realizing that if you do fall, like, the harness totally catches you. I didn't really understand that, so I was like, I'm gonna fall to my death. And I couldn't raise my leg high enough to get to another rock thingy, and so I was like, I can't do it. And everybody was like, yes you can, just lift your right foot. And I was like, no, I'm lame. I'm a lame person, and I failed tragically at it, and I only got 5 feet high. Yeah. So that was just kind of my whole camp experience. It was super fun. For the first couple of days, first day and a half, I really wasn't excited about going because I didn't know too many people, and I was just like, oh, everybody's gonna hate me, I'm gonna have such a terrible time. But that wasn't the case. I met so many good and fun people, and I'm friends with a lot of them now, and they're great people, and I love them so much, so I really hope that I can do things with them in the future because there's some pretty rad people. So yeah, overall, church camp was fun. A lot of singing went on. I was screaming a lot, so I apologize if sometimes you can't really understand what I'm saying because my voice is still kind of meh. So like I said, if you have any questions that you want to ask me regarding to my notes or just Jesus in general, of course you can ask me. I'd love to talk about it with y'all. So thank you for watching. I hope this was a fun video to watch. I hope you all have a super rad day and you're pretty cool. Bye!